I hope this can inspire someone who wants to do Muay Thai or anything at an elite level. I dedicated myself for 1 month here. Win, loss or draw, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm having this experience, man. When I first came to Thailand over a month ago, I had absolutely no idea what to expect. The training, the culture, the gym etiquette, it was all a massive shock to me, but that's what really made me fall in love with it. I made a lot of mistakes, I got humbled, I got hurt, I got infected. I learned a lot of lessons the hard way, but through it all, I found a version of myself that I didn't even know existed. And I know a lot of you guys watching this are considering flying to Thailand to train Muay Thai yourself at an elite level, maybe for a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year, maybe even longer. Maybe you want to live there forever. And if you're anything like me, you probably have absolutely no idea on where to start. That's why I created a very simple, straight to the point ebook. This is the ultimate Muay Thai training guide if you want to train in Thailand. This guide covers everything that you need to know before flying to Thailand. This includes things like how to choose the right gym that's right for your level, what you need to pack before you fly to Thailand, what you don't need to pack, how to mentally and physically prepare yourself before the hard sessions, and also how to prepare yourself before your fight if you are planning on having a fight. It includes how to not get a staph infection or a bacterial infection. Man, I wish I knew that before I traveled to Thailand, because if you watch episode 2 of this series, you know exactly what happened to me. This includes how to budget correctly, how to eat the right food that's cheap but also not too cheap to the point where it's going to make you sick, how to find the right hotel for the right price, how to find the right gym for the right price. There's so much information in here. I worked really hard to create this and give it as much value as possible. So this guide truly is everything that I wish I knew before I came. So if you are serious about training Muay Thai in Thailand at an elite level, whether it's your first trip to Thailand or you just want to make the most out of it, then grab the ebook. It's in the top link of the description. And if you're anything like me and you just procrastinate reading books, and I totally get it, what I would recommend is you just download the book now and you just wait till you fly over to Thailand, depending on how long your flight is. You just read it on your flight. That way you knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Or you can just read it now and just be as prepared as possible so you know how to get the best deal for your hotels and your gyms and all that kind of stuff. Whatever works for you. But yes, top link of the description. Let's get back to the video, to the fight night. So, it's fight day. Everything that I've done, everything I've worked towards, everything I've sacrificed for the past month to 2 months, it all leads up to tonight. And I'm excited. I've got a very small amount of nerves, but the majority of me is more excited than anything. I think I'm very eager to just get this over and done with. It's the fear of the unknown that I'm more so nervous about. I've just spent the last hour here just journaling, taking notes on kind of where my head's at and kind of what I want to get out of this fight. I'll just give a quick update on some of the notes I've written. If I had 6 hours to cut down a tree, I would spend the first 5 hours sharpening the axe. Tonight is a 6th hour. Everything that I've worked towards the past month is the first 5 hours. Winning is achieved in preparation. I have been running towards what I fear the most because growth is found in the pain I endure. Obviously, I'm coming into this to win, but regardless, win, loss or draw, I'm very proud of myself and the sacrifices and the effort that I put in the last month. I've showed up 2 to 3 times a day at training. I haven't drank in 2 months, shaved my head so I can sweat less. I've really taken this seriously, and tonight's fight means a lot to me. You know, I want to come home with a lot more wisdom and stories to share, and I guess become more of an interesting person for my nephews and my nieces, and even for my future kids. But I also do understand this fight is not everything. I do have a home to go back to. I've got a girlfriend to go back to. I've got a family to go back to. I have a life to go back to. And by the weekend, I understand everyone is going to forget about this fight, probably even me. And that's the kind of mental frame I'm trying to give myself, that if I do lose, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. All right, let's hope that's a little better. I don't think the view is as good, but you might be able to see me better. I'll read out something else I've journaled this morning. The phrase, "do not be afraid," appears in the Bible 365 times. There's one for each day of the year. Human nature is prone to fear. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty, danger, or the unknown. Fear can weaken faith. Have confidence in God's plan rather than be consumed by anxiety. That phrase, "to not be afraid," is something that I've been reminding myself over and over and over again this past week, because I think the only reason I have any sort of nerves or fear for this fight is because it's uncertain, it's dangerous, and it's unknown. It hasn't happened yet. So I'm putting my trust into God and the plan He has for me, that I'm going to come out
either victorious or at least uninjured and unscathed. That is the ultimate goal. If I can go back home, not hurt, and just with some more lessons. And there's no such thing here as losses. And one way I'm trying to reframe it is if I lose, I don't lose, I learn. That's the most important thing. Notes aside, how am I feeling? I feel good. Like I said, have very little nerves. I think I've spent the last hour journaling, and that's kind of relieved my stress and some tension that I had for the fight. I feel pretty good. Last night of training, I spoke to some of the professional fighters and some of the high-level coaches. Some of you might even know the one championship fighter, Stella Hemmetsberger. Last night, I had a chat with her at training. She's incredible. She's such a skilled fighter, and she just told me to just remain calm, to just listen to my coach. And once again, if I win, lose or draw, it's all going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. Today, I've just been resting. I do have a bit of swelling on the top of my foot. I should have taken action earlier. The last few days, I really just thought if I take it easy, it'll go down. It's still swelling up a bit, so now I'm getting a little anxious about that, but I hope the adrenaline overrules the pain, and that's all I can hope for. That's me. I know I'm yapping a lot. I know you guys don't really care. You just want to see how the fight plays out tonight. So I'm going to keep recording all this evening, the whole night, and I'll play the fight later in the video. And anyway, I'm off and on. Let's skip to this evening.
Yeah. This shit burns. It is hot. Oh man. I don't know what that is. It does not feel good.
Just had to sign a contract. I think I'm signing my life away. We'll see. All right, 6 p.m. I'm about to pack my bag, finalize everything. We are about to head over to Bangla Boxing Stadium over in Patong. It's about a 45-minute drive. Right now is where the evening starts. The nerves are starting to creep in a little bit now that we're about to leave. It's really official, it's really happening. I still don't know my opponent, which is crazy. I don't think I'm gonna find out until I'm actually in the ring. It's really crazy to think that this next couple of hours is everything that I've worked towards. I don't know, it's a weird feeling. It's really crazy, but I'm excited for it to be finished. I'm excited for it to happen, but I'm excited to finish it. Let's get it done. Let's do it. We're here, Patong Bangla Boxing Stadium. And if you look really close over there, across the road, I can see a poster with my face on it. There we go, I've made it. Man, I'm excited. This is so surreal. This is crazy. I started this sport 1 year ago. I live in a small country town in rural Victoria, Australia. I train Muay Thai out of a shed. My coach is a full-time primary school teacher. And now I'm here having a fight in Patong where people are paying to watch. Granted, they don't know it's me. They don't know who I am. But I don't know, it's just a crazy feeling. It's crazy that I'm here. I'm just here taking this all in. I've been standing here for 10 minutes. My brother's gone to get some food. I'm just looking at a poster of myself across the road with thousands of people around. Is this narcissistic? I don't think so. I think I'm just very proud of myself. I think that's probably the best way to put it. Alright, it's game time. It's show time. Let's fucking get this win. I get the fighter's VIP pass. They just let me straight through. Hello. You fight? Yes, I fight. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phuket Thai Boxing Muay Thai.
This is insane. I'm fighting down there soon. Even though there's nobody here, I'm just taking some time to really reflect on this. Are you serious, bro? I'm gonna be in there soon. I'm really grateful, you know, that right now I have no nerves. I'm more excited than anything. This is absolutely incredible. This is Patong right here. Thousands of people driving past. My face is on a massive poster right below me. Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna have this level of high. Maybe this level of high will happen when I'm in the ring, but I don't know, man. I don't need to do drugs or drink. I just need to fight. I just need to fight. This is crazy. 1 more hour, the fight start. This will be packed up. This will be full. What the hell is this? What am I doing? What have I got myself into? You know, now that I'm here and I've got some time to not really think about anything and I'm here alone, my coach is still on his way, I've got some time to reflect. And just to think about, let's go back 2 years ago. I had no fighting experience. I was afraid, I was scared, I was full of fear. I couldn't throw a punch to save my life. Never would I have thought that I would be in Thailand training Muay Thai at an elite level with professional fighters, having a professional fight with full Muay Thai rules. Do you understand that? I can't fathom it. I skipped the amateur fight. There's no headgear. There's no shin pads. It's 3-minute rounds. Full Muay Thai. The only Australian on the card representing Australia. I just met some Australian guys right out the front. They were drunk, they were having a great night, and they loved the fact that I just showed up, a regular Australian. They said I'll definitely be able to be hearing them in the crowd tonight. So, man, I'm just so grateful. This is incredible. I've worked so hard to be here. I hope this can inspire someone who wants to do Muay Thai or anything at an elite level. Just actually give a shit for 1 year. Try. Fuck 1 year. I've dedicated myself for 1 month here. 1 month. And this is like, win, loss or draw, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm having this experience, man. All right, time to go warm up, time to prepare. My coach is nearly here. My brother's out here in the back somewhere. Time to get my mind right. Filling up. What's up, me? Let's go! There's a lot of Aussies out there doing this for the Aussies here.
This is the moment where everything starts to feel real. Getting my hands wrapped is like putting on armor. It's a ritual. Every fighter has their own way of preparing, but for me, this is where I start locking in. At this point, my mind is racing, but I have to control it. I can't let the adrenaline take over too soon. If I gas out before I even step in the ring, I'm done. The craziest part, I still don't know who my opponent is. In Muay Thai fights like this, sometimes you don't get much information beforehand. No tape to study, no time to prepare for a specific style. Just show up, get in the ring and figure it out in real time. So I'm running through possibilities in my head. There are many fighters backstage and I'm still unsure who I'll be sharing a ring with. Is he tall, short, a kicker? Although none of that really matters, I can't afford to hesitate. The second that bell rings, I have to adapt, trust my training and impose my game plan before he imposes his. I can feel the energy shifting now. The nerves are still there, but they're turning into focus. My body knows what's coming. My mind is locking in. It's almost time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fighter to honor ring now.
Sitting there watching the fight before mine, I'm trying to stay loose. I'm trying to stay focused, but I can feel the tension in my body. And then a clean knockout. The whole crowd erupts, the guy drops, and for a second, I just freeze. My heart starts pounding harder, and that's when it really hit me. But this isn't just sparring. This isn't just another training session. In a few minutes, I'm stepping into that same ring, and the guy across from me is going to be trying to do the exact same thing to me. More doubt began to creep in, but I had to remind myself that this is why I came here. Do not be afraid.
From the red corner, Phuket from Australia.
And just like that, I finally see my opponent for the first time. He was there the whole time, in the background, while I was getting my hands wrapped, while I was warming up, and I had no idea I'd be facing him. It turns out I was getting prepared on the team fighting from the blue corner, when I should have been getting prepared in the red corner. But now there's no mystery, there's no guessing, it's just me and him in the ring.
Red corner.
Let's go.
James.
Come on, James.
Phuket Fight Club for Australia. On the blue corner. เข้าไปต่อยกันยกที่หนึ่ง round 1 สามยกการคนที่สามยกใส่กันเลย right kick right 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 kick punch right kick right kick punch right punch
Round 1 is over, and I'm realizing that this fight is going to be a lot tougher than I expected. Towards the end, he caught me with a clean combo, but it wasn't enough to drop me, but for a second, I felt it. And then there was that moment where he slips. It looks like I've been watching too much MMA. I was about to dive in with a punch like I was in the UFC, and then my brain finally caught up and I remembered that that's illegal in Muay Thai. But what really started creeping into my mind was just how comfortable he looked in there. The way he was throwing spinning back kicks and spinning back fists, it was flashy, it was confident, and even though they weren't landing, they still made me hesitate. That was the moment that fear started to creep back in.
ยกที่สอง round 2 right kick punch 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 right kick punch 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 right kick right punch is right kick punch right right
That's the end of round 2, and now I'm really starting to feel the punches. There were a few moments where I felt stunned for a moment. I stayed on my feet, but inside I was shaking it off, trying to look composed. Every time I tried to throw something, he was already one step ahead. I don't think I hurt him at all in this round, and that feeling started to sink in. The feeling that this isn't going how I hoped. But with all that, I had one more round, one more shot to show heart, even if the scoreboard wasn't leaning my way. Just like that, it was over. As soon as the fight ended, the first feeling that hit me wasn't pain, it was guilt. I immediately thought of my friends and family back home watching. I felt like I let them down. I felt sorry for my coach. I felt sorry for my brother. I felt sorry to you guys, the ones watching this now. I wanted to show up and make everyone proud. I was disappointed in myself. I knew I had more in me, but in the moment I just didn't bring it out. But then again, I didn't get knocked out in that last round, and trust me, he was trying. So that alone is something I knew I had to respect myself for. Beating myself up for losing, it's not the smart move, and it's not the point of all this. I came out here to challenge myself, to fight in Thailand, and I did exactly that.
Couldn't get it. It's all part of the process. Where we win it as a loser. Today that was me. He got me really good in the jaw. Just realised the leg kicks as well. Whose idea was it to put this massive set of stairs down here? And I realised some people just can't fucking walk down. There we go, finally. A good meal. So jealous. Yeah, and he has his fight on Friday, so he's eating chicken soup at midnight. Chicken burger. At midnight. Crazy work, but I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of this. Alright, so it is the day after the fight. I'm here in a cold plunge right now to recover my body and to relax. I think this is probably the best time to give a bit of an update on where my head's at and what I think of the night. Firstly, incredible experience, win, loss or draw. Like, man, I got what I wanted out of the fight. Amazing night, and big respect to my opponent as well, Umar. We were warming up next to each other, we were getting ready next to each other. I think he knew he was fighting me, but I didn't know I was fighting him, so I didn't realize, you know, for 2 hours, an hour or two, I was right next to him. I didn't realize I'm fighting him. He was clearly the better fighter. It's definitely, it looks a bit more experienced than me. I mean, I think it was a really good way to be introduced to my first fight. I'm glad it wasn't an easy fight. By no means was it easy. I did come out pretty easy. You know, I've got a bit of pain on my foot. My top of my foot is swelling up. I did kick his knee after going for a body kick. I've got some jaw pain. I think he hit me with a good elbow and a good leg kick that has kind of hurt my jaw all around here. But yeah, I'm happy with the way I came out of the fight. And look, I am definitely proud of myself getting in there in the first place. I've worked so hard to become the best, most competent fighter I can be over the past month. And however, to be a bit more critical of myself, I definitely could have done better. As soon as I touched gloves and I got in that ring, I felt like everything I learned at training just went out the window. You could probably even notice in the fight, I haven't watched the fight back yet. I'm a bit nervous too. Even just throwing a punch, it wasn't intimidating. One thing I noticed on reflection is I remember just constantly walking backwards to allow him to come towards me, and I would immediately put myself on defense, which is not a good look. It shows no confidence, and I was kind of just waiting for him to throw so I could defend. On reflection, not the best way to go about it. I got to turn these losses into lessons somehow. So it was really awesome that I had a lot of friends and my family and my girlfriend back home watching the fight live streamed. You know, it would have been about 2:30 in the morning for them. My mum was watching as well. She was very stressed, but I spoke to her right after the fight. And of course I had my brother there by my side who was watching the video. My brother has his first fight in 2 days on Friday night. I'm not doing anything, I'm not drinking, I'm not going out partying until he's done, out of respect for him. So I'm just going to be focused on recovery for the next 2 days. Hopefully this cold plunge is going to help out a bit. Thank you to the Phuket Fight Club and to my coach Num. Even though he doesn't speak very good English, it was a massive language barrier. He did so much for me. He really believed in me. He showed how much he supported me, and he's done a lot for me. So going into the fight last night, so yesterday I spent my whole day just really mentally prepping myself, trying to remove fear from my mind entirely, because I know that fear is the biggest killer. I was really just trying to imagine myself how I would perform if I didn't have any fear. Complete transparency, I think I did quite well in the first round, 2 rounds to eliminate the fear, but that 3rd round, the fear came back. And I think the fear started to come back when I knew I was losing and I had a little fear on the fact that I might get knocked out. That's what I was fearful of. So in that 3rd round, I think I got a lot more defensive. I'm grateful I didn't get knocked out. I lost by decision on my first fight. I can handle that. I thought I would be a lot more upset about this loss, but I'm glad I didn't go out like a bitch. I fought really hard. I took those punches. I gave some punches. So I'm proud of my performance, even though, like I said, I haven't watched the fight back, but I will do it soon to review and analyze what I could do better for my next one. So I'm back home in Australia now, and I completely forgot to sign off from that video. Make sure to get the Muay Thai guide that I created. It's in the top link of the description. If you are serious about training Muay Thai in Thailand, it will really help you out. And also stay active, because my next video is of my brother's fight, which has already happened, which happened 3 days after my fight. I filmed the whole fight night for him as well, and it's a really another exciting one. So make sure to stay tuned for that. That video will be coming out very shortly. Thank you so much for watching and supporting and following on this journey. It was a really cool month. It is the best experience I've ever had in my life. And I definitely recommend all of you guys to travel to Thailand and do the exact same thing. It is the coolest experience you'll ever have in your life, I promise.